I understand what you're saying. One thing that we have to do, the same kind of assistance that is given, discount cards and what have you, from businesses in this community, I will work to get those. Use the mirrors of whatever you call pulpit to make sure that the same kinds of discounts are given to the students, not only here at Savannah State, but at all of the universities here in our community.
Do I get an extra minute? Jeff seemed like he's touched on a raw nerve there. Y'all heard that, didn't you? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a Savannah State graduate, I'm from Armstrong. 75. The point is this, regardless of that situation, even prior to that, I know and have a great relationship with Savannah State University, Savannah State College, and Savannah State University, always. Basically because of my parents and the relationship that they've had with these professors and other individuals, the presidents and what have you. And I've always maintained that relationship. I can even go back to, wait, I'm going to go back. But the point is that the relationship has always been there. Yes, I appeared in an ad to say thank God for SCAD. I've appeared in ads for Savannah State University. I was just recently honored by Armstrong for being one of the graduates for the 75th anniversary. But the point is this, we all are Savannahans. We all are Chatham Countyans, and we'll do everything we possibly can. The problem is, and we've always talked about this, when you look at the funds that Savannah State raised, the foundation of Savannah State is not as adequate funded as, say, Armstrong Foundation or SCAD Foundation. You have to get out there and work. You spend money downtown, students. Request it. Businesses downtown give discount cards to the individuals downtown and to SCAD students because they can see the viability of the dollar down there. And that's a track. And I'll be honest with you, SCAD has saved a lot of businesses in this community. A lot of businesses. So that's why they demand it. So if you work out around here, the restaurants around here, ask for it. You can request it, but most importantly, the foundation of Savannah State have to reach out and get donations from those individuals that these students are supporting.
When Drs. Brown and Dr. Silver were here, they started these international programs. They started the connection with Shanghai, China, and Ghana, and all those other different places. They're the ones, because I was in the Georgia State Senate making sure that I was fighting for SSU, making sure that you received the funding that you needed to do those programs, making sure that you were not going to continue to be left behind. We need to make sure that the alumni of Savannah State would not have their own personal agendas and think about you. Think about you getting your degrees and your education. Think about you with your careers. We need an educated workforce that needs that solid reading, writing, science, math, citizenship, and work ethic related skills. That's why I say we need you to be serious about your education. You can drink anytime, and be careful who you take a drink from, because everyone that offers you a drink is not your friend. There's a lot of things that goes on that you need to be aware of and mature about. But we need to have you graduate ready, willing, and able to work and to learn at higher levels. And my job as the mayor is to help you, our schools, our communities, and citizens to do all that is in your power to reverse the situation where our businesses think about SCAD students more than they think about Savannah State students. We need the community to support you 150%. We don't need anyone putting you down and dumping on you. When I went to Atlanta, they said you were not in rotation to get the funds for capital improvement projects. And I said, we're going to change that, and we did.
You know, I think the fact that SCAD is basically a downtown campus and eats and you know, moves about in the downtown area, that some of the downtown businesses do offer discounts to SCAD students. I think they ought to offer the same discounts to Savannah State students as well as Armstrong students as well. But, you know, that's because they're right there in the downtown area. I've looked here, like I said earlier, at all the great facilities at Savannah State University. I can compare them or with SCAD facilities. I can look at Armstrong facilities, the same thing. I think the city needs to work with all three institutions, SCAD, Savannah State University, and Armstrong as well. In fact, the city works with Savannah State on a citizen survey every single year, or every other year. I don't know, it used to be when I was on city council. I don't know if it's still going, but Savannah State used to do a survey for the city of Savannah on citizen satisfaction. The Armstrong Atlantic State University does the state of the economy for the city, and I think the city ought to work equally with all three institutions. And I also think that if they're going to give discounts to SCAD, they ought to give discounts to Savannah State as well as Armstrong. Thank you.
Felser said that he wasn't going to fail you. He should have said he wasn't going to fail you again. Let's be honest now, right? And y'all hold Edna to it now, and y'all ask her, Edna, here you promise us, you don't promise us a discount card today. You know, she's been up here since, when, Edna? You've been here 16 years now? I think y'all should have had a discount card a long time ago. Now, I'm not going to promise you anything I can't deliver, okay? And if y'all are upset you don't have a discount card, well, I'm sorry y'all are upset. And that, you know, I think a lot of that too is art schools, specific schools. They're selling supplies, etc. I don't get a discount for the coffee I drink either. But what am I gonna do for you at Savannah State? You know, I was one of you. I've taken classes here. I've spent a lot of time in the library. I was the funny-looking white guy. I was the funny-looking bald-headed white guy. And this is a great place. And y'all are some good people. And you know, I'm good people too. Yeah. And if you want somebody to do something for you, do you want somebody to do something for you? Huh? I'm your man, okay? Hey, I don't have any problems with any grandmama. I had two of them myself. I ain't got no problem with grandma. They say my time is up. Come on, I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready now. I ain't gonna fail you. So this is it, huh? Let you have it. Now? All right. I'm a down-to-earth, approachable person. Isn't that what you want in a leader? Somebody who's got the energy, who's got the know-how to go out and do stuff. Now, I don't like bragging. I've been all over the world in my business, okay? And I've done a lot of things, and I've made a great number of accomplishments. And I can work with you. Do you think you can work with me? Huh? So I want you to go to the polls. And I want you to go out into the community and tell everybody how important this election is. Because a lot of people don't know anything about it, that we've got an election coming up. And that's a sad thing. I'm glad to see you all here, but the sad truth of the matter is we've got a bunch of empty seats. And this is a large campus, and this is a large student body, you know. We should have this place build up. There's more forums coming up, and if you think tonight was good, well, you just wait. We got more forums. We got more forums, and I want to see you all there. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank the Student Government Association and the Block Party for having us here tonight. It's been a really nice discussion. As your next mayor, I plan to bring something back to city government that we have not had for the last 4 years. That's honest, open, efficient government. We have a budget that is ballooned from a little over $200 million to $272 million this year. That's way too much waste. I'm going to bring efficiency back to this government. Also, I'm going to bring accountability, which we don't have right now. They're spending money on $200,000, just an example, $200,000 to a person for basically doing nothing. Nobody's accountable. Nobody knows who wrote the checks. Nobody knows who authorized the checks. I'll bring accountability back to City Council. I promise you that.
Once again, I am Regina Thomas. I represented you in the Georgia General Assembly for 13 years. I am a proven leader. I have showed and I have proved my dedication to Savannah State, to Savannah. And I pledge to you that when I'm elected mayor, you will have an open door policy to come to my office to talk with me. I will help create internship jobs for you. I will work with you. Talk is cheap. And people will say whatever you want to hear when they're running for office. But let's get serious. I'm very serious about your education, about your future. We need to bring high-end jobs here, but we need you trained, we need you educated, and we need you ready to go to work. And I want to be that person to help you. The money that I brought back to Savannah State, the buildings, the science lab, the academic building for the science building, Tiger Arena, millions of dollars that I advocated for you so that you can have state-of-the-art supplies and equipment here at Savannah State. You can do it. I'm here to help you do it. And let's make your parents proud, make yourselves proud. Thank you.
I too would like to thank the student body for having us out here tonight. But I said something about rhetoric, and there's a lot of rhetoric that's still floating out here. Ladies and gentlemen, I instituted an internship program in my office. And I can call a name. When he graduated from Savannah State, after prior to graduating, I told him to say, boy, go get you some Long Johns and go out to Vermont and get your law degree. He's now practicing law in Savannah. So we continuously work with Savannah State. And I hear someone say they've gotten this from the state. But I can say I got money from the state as well by working directly with the governor. So none of this would happen if it had not been in the governor's budget. And he awarded it. So we've done things for this community. And we will continue to do things for the community. I'm a great-grandfather. But I tell you, I'm still young in mind. I've got a good brain. And I got big ears. I can listen to you. And I know how to act on it. So I'm wanting to ask you, if you have a difficulty, I want you to vote for me on November 8th. But regardless of that, I've always been an ally of Savannah State University, and I will continue to be an ally of Savannah State University. With my checkbook, even at it, okay, I'll pay it off. But I want you to vote for me. Thank you very much.
I must agree with Mr. Adams. The getting of the securing of the buildings on this campus was not done by one individual. It was a team of people working together to get them here. From the governor's office to our legislators, through our alumni association, through our foundation, and through the administration on this campus. There were many times when they were taken off the list, and we had to use whatever means possible to get it. When they wanted to take the NROTC, we had to go to the federal government to keep the NROTC here. When they wanted to merge the universities, Savannah State with Armstrong Estate. It took all of us working on that. It took all of us working through the Georgia Association of Black State Colleges and Universities. That is what it is. None of us can take claim for everything that happened here at Savannah State University. It was all of us depending on each other in order to get it to work. And that is why you see all this growth and buildings and what have you that are happening on this campus, because it is a team effort, and that is what I will continue here as mayor of Savannah State University.
I want to say first, thank you to the faculty. Thank you, Dr. Jamerson, Dr. Dozier, who has brought greetings through the student government, the achievers. Thank you to the block party. Thank you to students in free enterprise. And thank you all for your patience tonight. Because yes, there was a lot of rhetoric floating around. He's right. And it's going to continue to float around until you flush it. So hit the flush, and let's get rid of the rhetoric. Let it go down. The point is,